What's up guys, Chris here. Today I'm gonna go over how our pineapple garden torches unpack, assemble, how they work, and your options with those. So we have here the medium-sized aluminum pineapples. And first thing I wanna show you guys is when you receive it, it's not gonna look like it did in the pictures, right? This is gonna be the pictures. This is going to be more what you're going to receive. Leaves are going to be bent up. In some cases, these leaves might be bent even more dramatic. Depends on packaging. The beauty of it is they're aluminum, so we can just bend them back. I want to talk about a few things with that. Use care, use cautious. Don't just snatch it and bend it down. I know that's logic, but not all of us have it, I guess. The other thing is to pay attention to where you're bending it. It'd be like bending a spoon. If you want to bend a spoon in the middle, you know you got to grab the ends and do it properly. If you just grab the end of this, it's going to bend down here. So using my thumb, I can just kind of bend and just roll this thing out. And I can just kind of pull them out. We made these to withstand this, but with anything, you keep doing it, do it a few more times, it's going to loosen, it's going to break, it's going to come off. We stand by our workmanship. You know, if something falls apart, something breaks, please don't throw it away. We save everything. We'll fix it. We'll take care of it. We're consumers as well, so nobody wants garbage. We do it right. So here's what I do before I package it up. I'll pull these things in and squish it. Same with the bottoms. The bottoms can just pull down, but as you see, that lost some of its cool curve as we have down here on this. So to fix that, again, I'm just using my thumb, but you could set this down. Careful, things are sharp, but you could set it down and use two hands. That's simple. You could use something, a log, something round, a bowling ball, whatever, right? It's use what you got, but just pull it in. And that's what's cool about these. You can kind of just make it your own. Same with painting them, coloring them. This one's got some sanded greens and browns and whatnot. We've seen blacks, we've seen, it's really cool when they do black and then shine it, scratch it up and shine it, and you got all the blacks on the edges. It's awesome. Do whatever you want. This thing's not getting hot. This thing's not catching on fire. So there's our first part of it. We'll get back to the other stuff in a moment. So we can unpack this, open it, fold it open, do it as you wish. The second part to that is your pedestal stand. Now this is actually what the gas is coming out of. This is a standard NPT flare type fitting for standard for this industry for propane fed products. This is an unregulated, unfiltered tube here. It is heavy wall aluminum. It's welded properly. We check, make sure everything's good. Even if that wasn't, that's the hole where it comes out. So it's all the same. We do leak check here. This is something we want to time check, make sure you're good. You're not getting corrosion, dirt, grime, things like that. Should there be a leak here, that could cause a problem. So something to pay attention to. Your pineapple is going to slide right over top of this. Pineapple has a hole in it. It's got a fitting. Like a glove. Okay, and then there it is. There's our fire. So let's talk about height. The height of that flame is, the height of this torch head, I guess you'd call it, is critical. Where your flame's gonna be at. It's critical to the longevity of your product, critical to the performance of your flame. One thing you don't want to do is have this hole be under this threshold. Should that happen, your propane will fill up inside of here. Your propane's heavier than air. Therefore, this is going to fill up with propane. And when this ignites, it's going to have an explosive type reaction. Not saying it's a grenade and things are going to shred. Dude, it's not my world though. That could happen. But it will make a boom. It will, it'll scare the shit out of you. It'll suck. Keep this above it. We're making lines, we're making indicators, ways to prevent that from going down there. But as with anything, things could happen. So just always keep your burner above the opening of your pineapple. You can get it higher if you want. That's why we don't just make a stop and make it stop right there, because there's a reason to make it higher. We drop this thing down and get it higher on windy days, we can have bigger flames and not risk damaging our leaves. Take for instance of this, we're getting some black on here. When we get very oxygen-rich propane and the wind blows it, it will char, it will burn your stuff. It'll come off with Scotch-Brite most of the time and whatnot, but too much of it is too much of it. You don't want to burn. These things are awesome. They look good. You don't want to burn them, especially if you paint them and whatnot. So get your burner above that. You'll avoid it. These stands, let me grab my wrench. Screens, they just have a stainless bolt. Give it a little twist. We are changing some of these out to be more thumb screws, but again, we don't want to risk it being under tightened and something happening and this thing sliding down or whatnot. So again, all it does, I'll show you the other one. Bolt, slides. Okay. So on our site, when you order these, we have several options. You know, you can get the standard 18-inch, you can get a 3-foot, 6-foot, or whatever you want. All we do is make this thing longer. Therefore, this tube becomes longer. So we have to change some elements of that. I can't give you a 6-foot tube of gas and there not be some element of safety to that. This is where you'll see some of the price differences. Hey, it went from 3-foot to 6-foot, but it's more than double the price. Again, safety prevails. This thing slides on and off. That's it. You don't have to put fire into this. How this connects is going to be between you and your local not authorities, but local ordinances and the trades there, right? There's plumbers, handymen, things like that are professionals hooking this stuff up. It's very simple. We hook it up to a propane line. That's what it's made for. There's just things with regulators and all that I just can't tell you guys that, hey man, just hook it straight up and it's badass and makes huge flames, and it does. But you know, again, we're professionals by way of, I don't know, somebody said we are. Point is, be careful. We have stainless braided lines. We hook this up appropriately to a regulator and a valve to a propane tank. And I'm going to show you in a minute. I got one hooked up here. Show you some of the fun we can have. I've got wooden ceilings, so I'm not going to show you too much fun, but we'll make this happen. All right, so I'm setting my height. We're back to you guys unpackaging it and getting set up. I do have some information sheets that I'll provide. We provide with our tiki torches, our keg guys, all that stuff. The use of fittings, the options for fittings, and the stainless lines like we have here and stuff like that. It's enough information to get you going down all of the necessary rabbit holes to build the type system that you want, whether it be multiple items, even going by way of Bluetooth and Raspberry Pi and controlling things, having your smart home do it. It's all it's endless possibilities. So I'm gonna give you guys just enough information to start running with it and keep everything within an industry standard. We're not going to Home Depot 15 different times, buying 50 different fittings to make something work. All right. So I have a gas hooked up already. I'm gonna open this thing up. And just with a lighter. All right, so that was a little bit much in here. I almost burnt the place down once before, or not we, the group of us. So I was very ready for that. That's it. That's your cool ass torch right there. These things look wicked around the pool, around wherever. Put them up high, put them down low. Just light it up. It's fucking badass. Be careful, have fun.